All right. We're going live a little early. We're going live a little early. I want to make sure everything is good. Let me know how I sound. I got my mic over here. I am sick. I am a little sick. I'm getting over some flu or something that's been going around as of late. I gotta turn down my TV so I don't get copyright struck right off of the bat. Oh boy. Lot going on right now. NFC South is coming down to the final seconds. Falcons are fighting to survive right now, although Tampa Bay is leading by 8, and Atlanta is eliminated with a Tampa win. Yeah, I'm gonna sound a little rough this stream. I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm not gonna lie. So buckle in. Buckle in for rough, raspy Branson today. Got some time before the game to let some viewers trickle in as well. We'll focus on this Broncos matchup for a second. Yeah, hello everybody. I'm sick, but I'm fighting through it. Down to Sprite. I got my whole bucket of water right here. No, Broncos are going to be playing the Chiefs backups pretty much for the not even pretty much. They will be playing the Chiefs backups today. But like I'm confident, but it's like a cautious optimism, especially the way this defense has been playing the last couple of weeks. It has not been inspiring, to say the least. So I'm scared about that because Carson Wentz, and I was saying this in my last stream, Carson Wentz is still like a competent NFL quarterback. Like he's not a bad guy, especially to have as a backup. So while I am a little afraid of that, it's it's something that I still feel confident Denver can knock out. I think the Chiefs are benching. I think it's like Trent McDuffie's on the bench. I'd be surprised if Frank Clark wasn't. I mean, hell, we can go pull this up real quick. Sorry, my setup is all goddamn over the place right now. Let's just go look at this inactive list. Karloftis, McDuffie, Chris Jones, Kelsey, and Pat Mahomes. I think like McCole Hardman might have been on that list as well. So yeah. So that's where things sit. Denver can win and get in, but they are eliminated if they lose. So it is crucial that Denver is able to capture this one, or our season is over. If they lose, it's Bover. It's Bover. Other stuff going on right now. I do have Red Zone up here. NFC South is going crazy right now. Bucks are holding an 8-point lead, though the Saints are driving. You got Rattler dropping back, rolling, going out to his right. He even one up for the end zone. Is that picked off? No, it is incomplete. It's going to set up, I believe, 4th and 5. Yes. And meanwhile, you've got Falcons Panthers about to go to overtime. So if the Saints score and get a 2-point conversion here, not everything is set. It is 4th and 5. So this will be the play that determines who's going to the playoffs out of the NFC South. It's going to be this 4th and 5 right here. Falcons might not have anything to play for in overtime depending on how this thing goes. 40 seconds on the clock. Rattler and the offense are going to get set. It's going to be Rattler in the gun with a running back to his right. 2-by-1 set. Rattler takes a snap and drops back. Rattler lets one go, and it is in and out of the hands of number 11. No flags on the field. Tampa Bay is going to the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta, you have been eliminated. That's it. Falcons have been eliminated. Panthers and the Falcons are going to overtime. But at this point, it's over for them. It is over. Bucks were down early in that game, too. I've been keeping tabs on that game. Meanwhile, Jags, with 3:20 to go in overtime, are going to have a chance to answer a Colts field goal here. You got Mac Jones dropping back at about the 10, gonna rifle one across the field. That'll get down to about the 32. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff going on. And we're about 10 minutes from kickoff for Denver and Kansas City. We're already up to 3 likes on the stream. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Pre-game's going well. Oh, that was a 4th down. That was the Jags' last chance. So Colts get to 8 wins on what was a weird season for them. Just in between quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson wasn't able to do it for him. Flacco wasn't able to deliver either, but I'm sure Flacco will get a handsome contract as the elite backup that he is. And then meanwhile, you just got Tampa running down the clock. Saints still have a timeout, but I'm surprised the Bucs aren't kneeling this out. They're throwing it. They get Mike Evans. He might have had a contract incentive right now. Oh, he definitely did. Oh, he had an incentive for that catch. He had to have. Because they are celebrating that one catch that goes for like 8 yards. Like it's like they just won the damn Super Bowl. Did he hit like 1,000 yards on that catch? Did he miraculously hit 1K on that? Like, hang on a minute. Did he miraculously hit 1K on that, or did he just have a contract incentive on that? Because I'm so confused right now. No way he just got to 100 yards on, or to 1,000 yards on that. He had 915 going into the Saints game. Oh my god, that catch might have got him over 1,000. He had 80 right there. He needed 85. That might have gotten him over 1K, actually. No fucking way. No fucking way. Evans just got back over 1,000 yards. No, that's got to refresh like right fucking meow. Come on, ESPN. Surely that's not it. Wasn't like the whole thing was like he had to average just like this absurd amount of yards? Oh my god, he did it. Mike Evans goes over 1,000 in an injury-hampered year for the 11th straight season. He trails only Jerry Rice for that one. Let's get some 13s in chat for Mike Evans. Holy shit. Mike Evans is ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, there's that sickness coming up. Broncos kick off in about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, overtime has kicked off in Atlanta. Panthers looking to rub the salt in the wound here of Atlanta. And you've got number 6, Sanders, bursting forward for a gain of about 11 to move the chains on 2nd and 6. Whew, boy. Love to see that. I want the Panthers to win so bad. Just for my own selfish pleasure. You'll have Vikings and Lions on later as well, which that'll determine the entirety of the NFC. Which I think if you're a wild card team, I think you'd rather... it doesn't matter because both teams are indoors, which is crazy. I guess it's not. I mean, we do live in the modern age and everything. Bryce, gonna pop it to Tommy. Tremble, hurdles for like an extra, what the fuck? How do I even call that? Tommy, my boy. Oh, agua. This is your reminder to hydrate yourselves. Drink some water. And as a beer vendor, drink responsibly and hydrate responsibly, I guess. I don't know. Broncos kick off in about 4 minutes here, so here we go. Bryce Young in the single back, gonna motion a guy to his right side, 2 receiver set. Young gonna hand off up the gut, and that is gonna get shut down at the line of scrimmage. Anyways, cough drop. I'm dying. I am dying. Is my audio good? Let's make sure all my audio is working. We're picking up just fine here. Am I too quiet? Am I too quiet, or are we just right where we are? Let me know. Let me know if we're a little too quiet or something here. It's going to be Young in the gun. You got Thielen on the bottom of the screen here. Young going to take the snap on 2nd and 10. Pumps right, and then he looks a little further to his left, but still on the right side of the field. That'll be about a gain of 7 there on 2nd down. Set up a 3rd and 3 for Carolina. Broncos kick off in just a few minutes here, just passing the time a little bit. Looks like the Falcons already know they've been eliminated, so that's a little unfortunate for them, but 'tis the way the National Football League goes. 'Tis the way. Get into my NFL app here. Broncos will be kicking off in the very near future. Just got to be able to time that right so we don't miss a whole lot. 3rd and 4 for Bryce. Here we go. Going to drop back in the gun, and he is going to fit that into a tight window to number 18. And that is going to move the chains for Carolina, trying to end the Falcons' season in emphatic fashion. Of course, it's already been ended, but either the Falcons don't know that or they're just trying to go off on a positive here. That was Jake Coker there for Bryce Young on that 3rd and 4. It is almost kickoff. We are almost there. I assure you we'll get to the Broncos football. Although I probably should go back over a couple of points here. Broncos are going to be playing a lot of backups today. The Chiefs have nothing to play for. So Denver will be rocking the throwback unis, playing these Chiefs backups here. Carson Wentz is your starting quarterback for Kansas City. And you got a lot of guys on the bench. Chris Jones, McDuffie, George Karlaftis. There is no reason that the Broncos shouldn't win this game. However, I remain, I'm gonna say cautiously optimistic here, because this defense has now played well as of late. So even though the Chiefs are gonna have a lot of guys on the bench, I do still remain cautious here about how everything might go down. Let me know how I sound in chat. I know I sound kind of weird right now, kind of nasally, raspy, whatever you want to say. But if I can hear that from you guys, just let me know what you guys think. Here we go. I believe it is kickoff time. Of course, when the NFL app decides it wants to let me go into that, it's only giving me the preview, so hold on a moment. I guess not. Gonna have to let it sit there and think about it for a second. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there, I promise. NFL Plus is not cooperating right now. Panthers in a position to win. Right now, they are inside the Falcons' red zone. Bryce Young gonna sidestep a guy back into protection. Now he's gonna roll to his left. Young gonna pop one up. Did Coker score? I don't think he did. All right, now we can get into the actual stream of the game here, ladies and gentlemen. And okay, I do need to keep track over here on OBS of the ball and the score. I'm gonna have to put my OBS over on this tab. Yeah, I can't really double monitor today. I was able to last week when Denver was playing, when they were playing Cincinnati, because the game was on NFL Network. So seeing chat, okay, there's chat. That's all that matters right now. Can I see chat? Can I see chat? Not really gonna have my viewer numbers available all that much. Here we go. Chiefs will be kicking to Denver to start this thing out, so I'm going to assume they deferred on that. Broncos country, no matter what happens, it's been awesome. But here we go into the mile-high sky that will be caught by Traymon Smith and knelt in the end zone. Broncos offense going to come out. Bo Nix having a good rookie season, although right now there are some things that could potentially come up short for them if they don't win here. And either the stream is messed up or I am just not getting an ounce of audio in my ears right now. So I can't tell if something's up with the stream or with my headset or what's going on. But here we go. Broncos going to come out single back. Humphrey going to motion over. Bo Nix going to go play action bootleg out to his right. And he's going to dump it off to Nate Adkins. And Adkins will have a Denver first down. No, it's not audio issues on my end. There is actually just no commentary on this up to this point. So I don't know if that was a conscious decision or if they are just having some problems or something. But like full audio's there, crowd audio, everything else. Here we go. It's going to be an offset I form for Bo Nix with a fullback to the right. It's going to be a pitch up the middle to Jaleel McLaughlin, and Jaleel McLaughlin will get about 3 on that. That'll set up a 2nd and 3. Broncos, of course, starting all of their guys. Cortland Sutton is, I believe, 17 yards away from 1,000 yards. It would be his first since 2019. Drew Lock's rookie season in the year that Joe Flacco was here, of all people. Him and the Colts just won today, so it's going to be Bo in the gun, 2nd and 6. Franklin going to motion to the left of the formation. Play action, little screen out to Troy, and Troy's going to get a couple of blocks and fall forward for a first down. And there is a flag down on the field. We'll see what that is. Like I said, no actual commentary on the actual broadcast, which is weird. It's on CBS. So, not sure. I've sat here and it's illegal hands to the face. It is declined. First down, Denver. It's on number 2, Joshua Williams of Kansas City. I just need to get a new aux cable for this damn thing. I'm sitting here. I'm fiddling with my stuff. Sorry, the audio has been just all out of sorts so far. And I don't understand why. And I do not understand why. There might have to be something that I look at during the break or something. It's going to be Bo in an empty set here, 1st and 10. With 13.5 on the clock. Bo takes a snap, drops back to throw. Bo going to fling it out to the right side. And he's going to find Devon Vele for what looks to be a gain of about 5. And I got my audio back. I can hear Jim Nantz in my ear. It's a good thing, I suppose. I'll take it. I'll take it. 2nd and 5 as the clock droops below 13 minutes. Broncos have held the ball for now over 2 minutes on this first drive. They clinch a playoff berth with a winner tie today. Bo from an offset eye. It'll be a handoff up the middle to Javonte Williams, who's going to push forward for about a gain of 10. Williams getting himself a good rep right there. You like to see that for the guy, even if he has not been good this season. He is still Denver's leading rusher, believe it or not, with under 500 yards. But that is the way things have gone for Denver this season, especially in the running game. Sorry, I got a cough drop in my mouth too. Like I said, I'm sick, but I'm pushing through it. Here we go. It's going to be a pistol set here for Bo with a running back behind him. Going to motion a guy to the right of the formation. A fake trick play and then a screen to Mims. Mims with open fields on the near side. Mims to the 10-5. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims on a fake trick play that was a screen to the right side. And what a play. Sean Payton already in his bag. 37 yards. And that will get Denver on the board early. It's a fake double reverse. And then he just tosses it out to Mims. Mims gets 2 amazing blocks on the edge. One of them by Audric Estime, who had just checked into the game. And that's going to get Denver on the board here early, folks. So it's going to be Lutz on for the extra point. You got flags on the field before the kick. Could be a false start or 12 guys on the field. We'll see what they do with that. It is 12 on the defense. So what are they going to do? Do they take it on the try or on the kickoff? You just nailed the PAT. What could you do, realistically? Okay, they're still kicking. They're going to re-kick, but they enforce the 5 yards. But for why? But for why? You do the thing. Why don't you just enforce it on the kickoff at that point? Okay. Who cares? Lott's going to line up for another extra point. 11:55 to go here on the clock. And it will be good. Denver with a 7-0 lead early. Marvin Mims taking a screen. Chiefs? No, sir. Sorry, I got chat around my iPad here on my second monitor. Get the Chiefs out of here. Chiefs are playing their backups today. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lot of backups here for Kansas City. In Denver, it's win and in, lose and go home. Carson Wentz is your guys' starting quarterback today. Broncos with a good early drive. You love to see stuff like that. Okay, I think my stream might have been a little bit behind here, so it is going to be KC ball. Yeah, I think my stream was a little behind for me trying to adjust my headphones and everything. We're up to 13 viewers and 6 likes. You guys are awesome so far. Seems like we've already gotten out to a good number of people. Let's get more in here, folks. Like the video and the stream. I'm pushing through being sick just for you guys. I wouldn't miss this game for the world, man. I was still going to do it even if I felt as bad as I did yesterday. Oh, man. Yeah, we are crispy. I definitely sound crispy. We are, yeah, we've had a couple other games kick off as well. You've had Miami and New York kick off, which if Denver, hey, James Myers, welcome in. Welcome in. Been able to recognize you. I think you're, think I have accumulated a regular, and I'm so thankful for it, man. Get well. We're trying, man. We're trying, doing everything I can here. I am on all of the cold meds, flu meds you can possibly take. I got the Walmart brand nasal congestion, chest congestion, the fucking other whatever the hell else is under the sun. I am certainly on it. I have it in my system. Jason Sanders on for a Miami field goal. So if the Bengals hadn't won, I don't think that would have clinched a playoff spot for Denver. But we'd be rooting for the Jets right now. But with nothing mattering because Denver is eliminated from the playoffs. It's like I have on the top of the screen. Denver is in with a win, and they are out with a loss. That spot would go to Cincinnati or Miami. And so you're left in a kind of poor situation right there. You just have to win. That's all you have to do. Win, get to 10, and you're in. But here we go. We are back from commercial break. Of course, my voice doesn't get a proper commercial break, so we're already strained. Trying my best. It is what it is. Sound like I've smoked a pack a day for the past 80 years or some shit. I'm out here sounding crispy. Crispy. Here we go. Will Lutz now for the kickoff off of that touchdown, and that will go into the mile-high air, drift over to the left side, and that will be knelt down in the end zone. So the backup Chiefs offense, we're gonna see Carson Wentz and how he fares against what started out as an extremely strong defense before kind of crumbling here in the last month. Broncos defense has not played the best here in this last month. December has been tough on them. Ever since the Browns game, it's been tough. Here we go. Wentz going to start out in the gun, running back over to his right side. That is Carson Steele in the backfield. Wentz takes a snap. It's a fumbled snap, but he still gets the handoff off. It's a one-hopper, as Jim Nantz put it. But he still gets a gain of 2 there. That could have been awful there for Kansas City. It's going to set up a 2nd and 8. No, don't even with the Miami crap, man. Don't with the Miami crap, NFL today. We are out with a loss. All we can do is focus on our business here. 2nd and 8 for Kansas City. Stealing, and that's going to get about a gain of, I want to say 5 or 6. And that'll set up a 3rd and short here for Kansas City. It's going to be a short 3rd down for Kansas City after that Carson Steele run. Steele going to get a lot of work today in that backup role behind Pacheco. And we'll see what they're able to do. Stream is buffering on my YouTube for some reason, but here we go. Wentz going to be in the gun here once again, running back to his left. He's going to motion a guy to the left now, bring him back over to the bunch on the right side. Wentz drops back to throw. Short drop, going to rifle one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Riley Moss in coverage. Both guys kind of stumbled a little bit. Looked like it's short-armed there from Wentz. Anyways, Broncos defense going to get off of the field here, 4th and 3. Wentz doesn't look thrilled with himself on that throw right there. So here we go. It's going to be Matt Ariza. Punt god himself, Ariza. Chiefs got 7 yards on the drive. They will punt it here. Snap, and here is the punt off of that lefty leg, Ariza. And it will be fair caught at the 15-yard line by Marvin Mims, one of the Broncos' Pro Bowlers this season. And, oh God, Bronco ball when they get back. Oh boy. Okay. So, offense had a good first drive. Offense had a great first drive, actually. They ran the ball good. Of course, it's against the Chiefs' backup, so take it with a grain of salt. But they ran the ball good, and it looked like whatever little bullshits they were trying to try on that drive worked. They ran this fake double reverse that was a screen out to Mims that went for a 37-yard touchdown. So Mims picking up on a lot of momentum he's had these last couple of weeks. Mims has been playing good ball, man. Getting some good numbers under his repertoire here under the back in this back stretch of the year. And you love to see it from the guy. You love to see Marvin Mims kind of finally start to evolve into this, deep threat, send him deep, take the top off of the defense type guy. And now I think if Denver can get really a real number 2, or if they can develop a real number 2, or a tight end to stretch the middle of the field there, I think this offense is really 2 pieces away from being a really, really good offense here. Tight end and a running back. Wide receiver isn't, it's kind of interchangeable, and I think there is some development you can get out of some guys. But at the same time, I mean, if you have the chance to take a dynamite guy in the draft, you're not going to pass that up. You're just not going to pass that up at all. Phone just blew up on Snapchat. Good Lord. I'm going to set that over there. Okie doke. We are still in commercial break. Dolphins trying to claw into the playoffs. They are up 3-0 on the Jets. If they hadn't dug themselves into such a deep hole at the start of the year, the Dolphins would probably be actually fighting and in the lead for this playoff spot. Whew. Okay, so Broncos clinch here with a win. Again, we got to reiterate. Broncos clinch with a win, and they're out with a loss. So here we go. Nick's having a good start so far. Going to take the snap in the gun. It's a handoff to the right side. That's going to gain about 3.5, 4 with Jaleel McLaughlin. Broncos still trying to establish this run. Of course, they're not playing against the world beaters that are these guys on the Chiefs front. Here we go. Snap 2nd and 7. It's going to be a little toss out to McLaughlin from the gun. And that's going to gain about another 2 or 3. And that'll make a 3rd and 4. Broncos trying to get another scoring drive on, extend this lead. Kind of some short stuff they've been going with so far. But it has been working up to this point. They went hurry up on that 2nd down. We'll see what they got in store here on 3rd and 4. They will be taking advantage of an actual huddle here, finally. Nick's going to stay in the gun with Jaleel to his left. Going to motion Marvin Mims to the left side of the formation. Now he's going to cut back to the right. Now back to the left. Nix takes a snap, drops back to throw. Going to find a guy over the middle. 1st down. Lil Jordan Humphrey with an actual catch. I haven't said that in what feels like weeks. And they will move the chains on that one. Just a little crossing route over the middle of the field here. And he's just able to find his guy over the middle. Looked like a little bit of a zone or a man. It was man coverage. Chiefs were in. Just able to clear out the middle on that one and find Lil Jordan Humphrey. For the early 1st down on the drive. Nix from the gun again. It's going to be a little bit of a draw to Jaleel McLaughlin. And Jaleel will fight forward for 5. So Broncos finding bits and pieces here. As they go about this 2nd possession, and they did just force a punt. So offense trying to hum things along. Anyways, Mike Evans is elite. He hits 1,000 yards despite missing, I think, like 5 games. He had 1,004 on that one. Nick's going to take this one from the eye. Nix with the snap. It's going to hand off going to the right side. McLaughlin trying to find blocks, and he won't find many, but he will fall forward for about 3.5. Setting up another short 3rd down here for Denver. They're going to give him 3. That'll set up a 3rd and 2 for him now. Broncos will be looking to convert another 3rd down. They've done pretty good here during this one. Of course, again, Chiefs backups, no McDuffie, no Frank Clark, no Karlaftis. No voice on my part, apparently. 3rd and 2, you're going to have Franklin motion out to the left side and stack up. Nix with the snap with a 2nd on the play clock. Play action here. Nix going to scramble forward, and he's not going to get enough. Looks like a broken little play action or RPO type play there. Nick's unable to get anything on it, and this offense is going to stay on the field for a 4th and 1. They're either going to try and draw a guy off sides, or we'll see. They're at their own 39. What are we going to get? Nix, they go for it. He falls forward, and I think he's got it. He's got it. Barely. He tried to get the hard count, didn't get the hard count, and he just jumps forward. He just snuck it forward, dove. Broncos drive will continue. 4th and 1, gutsy call at your own 39. You got no Chris Jones, no George Karlaftis. None of the Chiefs boogeymen that have given you issues in the past, and able to push forward and get just enough. Nick's in the gun now. Going to take the snap, and it's going to be a play action. Drop back to throw. Sets, and he's going to cork this one down the right side. He's got Cortland Sutton deep down the right side into Chiefs territory. And that is 1,000 yards for Cortland Sutton. And that'll get him over the century, the millennium mark, for the first time since 2019. Just going to beat number 13 on the right side. Purely. It's a 47-yard completion that gets set in over 1K. Broncos now firmly in the red zone. Pretty ball from Nix. Play action bootleg to the right side. Nix rolling, looking for a guy. Nix going to take it off, and he's just going to scamper out of bounds after a gain of 2. So once again, Sutton, 1,000 yards on a 47-yard completion. And that'll get him to 1030. There on the broadcast, he was at 983 coming into this thing. 7 touchdowns for him. Broncos probably going to try and make it 8 at some point in the game. He does have a passing touchdown as well. So there you go. 2nd and 7. Nick's going to be in a single back and a motion Mims to the left side. Nick's, it will be another play action. Going to drop back, get set. Now he's going to scramble up, steps up. And who's he got? That is Courtland Sutton. In a bit of a crowded spot in the back of the end zone, able to find Courtland Sutton. And that'll make it 13-0 Broncos off of a punt here. And suddenly the Broncos look competent. How does he fit that in there? Sutton between two defenders in the back of the end zone and just able to step up and fling it over a guy and between two others. What a throw. What's on now for the extra point? The snap, the hold, the kick is right down Broadway. 14-0 Denver. Nick's looks good today. Sutton looks good today. Playing against backups again, granted, I get that. But it's just stuff you like to see, okay? You'll take what you can get when things have been as dire as they have been lately. Early 14-0 lead for Denver here, and we're still in the first quarter. We've had 2 commercial breaks. No. Ugh. Man, I am struggling here to talk. I definitely sound gruff. I feel a lot better than I have the past couple of days. I had to call Friday off of work. Which sucks because I'm going to lose out on those hours at work, but it's all right. I'd rather feel better and be able to bounce back than go kill myself at work. Because I knew it wasn't going to work. Like, as soon as I started trying to do actual stuff on Friday when I was really coming down with it, nah. That was not happening. Oh. But I have to go open my window up a little more. It is hot in here. Excuse me. Oh, that was gross. My bad. Get some water in my damaged throat. In my recovering throat. Pushing through for you guys. Pushing through. Got some other games that have started. So the Pats just sold the number 1 overall pick. And then you've got Rams still playing to cling on to a playoff spot. While, or to clinch the division, I think, no, they should just have it clinched. They have it clinched. Seattle, I don't believe Seattle can one-up them there for a playoff spot. I could be wrong. But, go Broncos from Solitaire. Thank you. Go Broncos indeed. Go Broncos indeed. Need to shift that back over. Go Broncos indeed. I wouldn't have missed this game for the world getting to call this thing. So despite my problems that no one cares about, we're here. 7 likes, 11 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. Awesome. So here is the kick from Lutz up into the sky, and that will be fielded in the end zone and knelt down. 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Chiefs are going to get their second possession now, down 14-0. Of course, Broncos are playing the Chiefs backups here, but they are certainly doing everything they can here to ensure their playoff spot. I know the Bengals are watching with bated breath, but they are also keeping an eye on the Dolphins there. Bengals dug themselves into too deep a hole here for anything. So here we go. Wentz in the gun with Carson Steele in the bag. Number 88 going to motion to the left, then back to the right into a trips. Wentz takes a snap, immediately looking for number 9, who was hand fighting there with Surtain, and they're going to get him for DPI. Both guys were tangled up, but Surtain unable to get his head around to find the ball. And that is going to be a defensive pass interference there on Surtain. At least we'll see what they call it there. They will get him there for DPI, so unable to really get his head around, kind of right up in face of number 9 there, and that'll be an automatic first down for Kansas City. Their first down of the game comes on their second possession via DPI. Ugh. So here we go from their own 41. Wentz gonna stay in the gun here. You've got Carson Steele to his left, 3-by-1 set. Wentz takes a snap, short drop, gonna fling it up, and he overthrows number 84. Believe that might be, that is Watson. I thought it might have been Noah Gray. Just overthrew it. Riley Moss was in coverage. He did have a step there on him. It's kind of a straight fly route. Yikes. Yeah, you got... Ooh! Oh, he threw his elbow like into... He was getting a guy shoved back into him and just slammed his elbow on his center's helmet. Not what you like to see. Wentz gonna drop back to throw from the gun, gonna move to his right a little bit, and now he's got a duck out of a sack. Nick Bonito gets on him, but he flips it to Noah Gray, but it's still a loss. They're gonna set up a 3rd and 13. Nick Bonito was in the backfield. Pocket was collapsing in, trying to move the pocket a little bit. Who gets there first? Jonathan Cooper gets there first. Bonito gets to Jason. Wentz just pitches it over to Noah Gray, but Noah Gray still loses. They called it a loss of 4. So a 3rd and 14 here now for Carson Wentz and this Chiefs offense. Have to see what they make of this here. Wentz will stay in the gun with number 34 to his left. Gonna have a guy motioning around number 81. Trying to go right to left, just barely gets the snap off. Wentz drops back to throw. Wentz had a good amount of time to sit in the pocket, gets it completed over the middle to Hendershot. Able to get a couple of yards on that, but Broncos defense able to converge on him and hold him short. 4th and 4. Broncos are going to get the ball back. Broncos are going to get the ball back. And we'll have to... hopefully that offense can take it down and 21 skunk these guys here in the first half. First quarter even. Of course, you'd like to see him finish it out a little better here. It's going to be Matt Araiza on for a punt. First punt was 48 yards. We'll be snapping this from their own 47. And we're going to get a timeout from somewhere. There's a flag. And it's a false start, so now they'll be starting this or snapping this from their own 42. Likely going to help Denver a little bit in the field position game here. Defense with another stop, and the only reason KC got a first down was a pass interference on Pat Surtain. First play of the drive. Ugh. So now here we go from their own 42. The snap and the punt is up. Araiza looks like he got some air under this one. It'll be fair caught at the 11-yard line by Mims. Good special teams coverage by Kansas City. And 14-0 going into another commercial break here. Bo Nix and the Broncos offense humming against the Kansas City backups right now. Not even going to lie. I want to go look at some of these early numbers here, if I can find the box score stuff. You got Nix, 8 for 8, 125, has a 47-yard completion to Cortland Sutton. 37-yard catch and run from Mims. Sutton gets himself over 1,000 yards on that catch and then catches a touchdown later on that drive. I want to say the next play, actually. So yeah, that is where we stand right now. Mims with a touchdown catch on a screen. It was like a weird little fake double reverse into a screen, and then Mims got 2 ridiculously good blocks from Estime and another guy on the outside to be able to run it in, and then you had Sutton just getting between 2 guys. Nix had to rifle that thing in there in the back of the end zone between 2 Chiefs. And he's able to get it to Sutton on that one. So he's got 2 touchdowns and a bunch of yards so far. Broncos run game is doing okay when they go for it. McLaughlin is sitting at 15 yards on 4 attempts. And then Javonte had one really good carry, and then I haven't seen him since. Oh, wow. I'm going to go blow my nose here in a second at some point. Jeez Louise. Yeah, don't recommend getting sick. Don't recommend being sick. Do not recommend being sick. Anyone that watches therapy might get this one, but whatever sickness I got is an absolute wing wong. Absolute wing wong. Therapy mentioned. Here we go, off of the punt with under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Broncos with a 14-0 lead and getting the ball back. They are inside of their own 15, but they went 85 yards on the last drive, so not much of a problem for them so far. Just under 3 minutes now. Whew, here we go, 2:51 on the clock. Bo Nix 8 for 8 to start things out, and the Broncos have the ball back for a third possession. From the gun, it's going to be a screen out to Mims to the right side. Mims trying to find some space, not going to find a ton, but he is going to get a gain of about 6 before he gets tossed out of bounds. And so that's going to so a little screen there, had Mims in a little bit of an orbit motion behind him, slings it out, gain of 6. Screen game is working. The Broncos are an enigma because when the screen game works, it works so well, and they scheme it up and they block it so well. But when it doesn't work, man, it is obvious. 2nd and 3, Nixon a single back and a pitch it to the left side to McLaughlin. McLaughlin finds a gap and he is going to rip forward for a 4-yard first down. And there's going to be a Bronco down and injured. That is Lil Jordan Humphrey down on the far side. Humphrey's shaken up. Not sure what's going on with him, and we hope he's all right. He's had some good moments for Denver this year. Definitely been a little better as a blocker. It's kind of been a glorified tight end for Denver. They are going to step back into commercial break. Got a couple other games going around right now. You got Cardinals and 49ers, two teams that are eliminated from the playoffs, playing what is essentially the mid-bowl. You've got the Dolphins fighting for a playoff berth. I believe they're in if they win and Denver loses. Bengals need both teams to lose. But Denver, all Denver has to do is take care of business and we're in. And against the Chiefs backups, man, I know a lot of us didn't want it to come to this. But if we're able to hang on to what's going on here, to the momentum we got, what have you, everything, it'll be good. And then suddenly the anxiety of the past 3 weeks fades away. Suddenly that all fades away. And if that's the case, cool. I know a lot of us wanted to clinch early, get a signature win. Denver has played good games the last little bit. It just hasn't been good enough. The defense especially hasn't been there as of late. Now we're in commercial break. I'm sorry, everybody. They went back to commercial break after Humphrey got hurt. Which we're not even sure what's wrong with him, of course. Commercial break. He was kind of laying flat for a second on his stomach and then flipped back over to his back. It looked like it was a hand for half a second, but he flipped over, kind of did this number, and then didn't seem like anything was too wrong with him. So we'll have to see what they come back with on that. Ugh. Dude, this being sick stuff is ass. This being sick stuff sucks, bro. I don't recommend it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We are still waiting to come back from commercial break. I believe that should be here soon. Broncos on their third offensive possession. Just got a first down on a toss out to McLaughlin that went to the left side. And little Jordan Humphrey will go over to the 10. Ooh! Ankle got rolled on. There's a new replay angle. His ankle got rolled up on. It's not gruesome, but it's definitely not a looker. So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. You are going to see... What the hell? Okay. Voice assistant decided it wanted to check in. So, Audric checks into the game here. Once again, he's had a couple of snaps, but nothing substantial. Nothing substantial for him so far. We'll see if that changes right now. From their 22, Mim's going to go in motion to the left side. Nick's going to hand off to Estime, and Estime going to plow forward for about 4 or 5. Set up another 2nd and manageable here. Denver has been routinely ahead of the sticks so far today, and that has worked wonders for him. Offense has been rolling against the Spagnuolo defense. Again, of course, it is against backups, but you'll take what you can get at this point. How many views are we up to right now? 328. 328 views. We are sitting at 7 concurrent viewers, 9 likes. See if we can get both of those numbers up. A lot of people probably aren't watching this game, though. Here we go. 2nd and 6 from the eye. It's going to be another handoff, and that will nearly get the first down. Going to be a gain of 5, really 5.5. That Javonte Williams is able to get running behind Michael Burton in the backfield. It's going to set up a short 3rd and 1. Broncos have gone for it here. They have gone for it during this game. 4th and 1 on the previous drive. Nix tried to go for a hard count. Didn't get that. But he did snap it and sneak forward. They're going to call it 3rd and 2. So, excuse me on that. 3rd and 2. Broncos going to be in a single back set here. Franklin going to motion to the left side. Nix going to go play action here. Drop back sets. Nix looking to uncork something, and now he's got to run. Nix on the run here, and he is going to get a good amount of yards there. He's going to get the first down and a lot more. Nix able to make something out of nothing. Scrambles for a first down, a lot more, and that will likely run out the first quarter. It's just a little play action thing here. Great protection. Nick's able to step up on that one, and it was off to the races. He had a pocket to run on the right side. And able to get the first down, keep the drive rolling. That is your first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to step away real quick, blow my nose. Yeah, I'll be right back. Because I tell you what, being sick is whack. I don't recommend it, don't like it, I don't sound good, I know. But we're doing all we can. So I'll be right back. I'm going to blow my nose. Don't go anywhere. I'm watching you. Open my window a little bit while we're at it, because it is getting hot in here. Holy hell. Blocked out here in SoCal. That sucks, man. Blocked out in SoCal. It makes sense. That is how everything works with the market and everything, which sucks. It is the way it is. I've certainly had my fair share of Broncos games blacked out in my time, especially because I watch everything on NFL Plus. Because it's really the only good way I have to just access games. Of course, there's methods I'm not allowed to say. That'll definitely get me struck down by God, so I'm gonna not. Here we are, second quarter now. Broncos currently driving. Nick's going to take the snap in the gun. Going to be another play action. Going to dump it out to Nate Adkins, who gets his second catch. And that'll go for gain of 9. Set up a second and 2, actually. They give him like 8.5. So that will set things up. A little weak side boot. You're going to see a little guy in the flat. You have a cross there over the top. And if Nix is able to wait for another just half a second, probably able to get that over to the cross there, which I believe Sutton was on, and get a little more out of that. Nonetheless, it's a good gain here and sets Denver up well to snag another first down on this drive. Nick's going to be under center on 2nd and 2. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to McLaughlin, who pushes forward, and he's, might call him just shy. Ball was over the line, but his knee might have been down first. We'll see where they spot it. They give him the first down, so McLaughlin for a gain of 2. Just barely a gain of 2 and able to get that first down right there. Broncos so far are humming. 3rd possession. They're up 14-0, so they've scored on both of their first 2 possessions. Forced the Chiefs to punt on their first 2. And now they're now in plus territory. From the Kansas City 47, Mims going to motion to left side of the screen. Fake handoff out to McLaughlin before he pitches it out to Mims on the left side there. Going to gain about 3 or 4 on that one. 2nd and 7. And what do they got in New York? Another Jason Sanders field goal to make that 6-0. Oh, fix the lines, man. Whew. So here we go. We are under 13 minutes to go in the half now. Orbit motion in an empty set. Going to be a little screen out to Marvin Mims, and Marvin Mims blocks unable to hold there on the far side of the play. It's going to be a gain of another 3. Vele couldn't hold his block on the super outside, but Mims still able to get a gain of 3 out of that. And once again, another 3rd and manageable out of this. Broncos utilizing the screen game quite a bit today, but it's working for them. Kind of the same situation as the Falcons there. It's like I said a few minutes ago. When the screen game works for Denver, it works. It works well. 3rd and 4 out of the gun. Nix drops back, just kind of chucks one up to Sutton. First down. There's a flag down. Nix just kind of said, F it. He's there somewhere. Could get an offensive pass interference right here. We'll have to see what they call on the flag. They threw it right about where the first down marker was. It's offensive pass interference on Lil Jordan Humphrey. So kiss that first down goodbye. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now. Tony doesn't like the call. Tony doesn't like the call, but it is the way it got called. It does get called OPI. Okay. Which isn't a good call. The chief ran into his own guy, and they called it on Humphrey. Wow. All right, what a call. 3rd and 14 now, so wipe away that conversion. Now from their own 49. Going to see Vele motion over to the left side. Nick's going to set up in a bit of an offset empty here. Nix drops back to throw, deep drop, and is just going to toss it out to Javonte Williams, who has the first down. Lowered the shoulder on number 13 and able to just plow over Johnson. And that is a first down for Denver. Lowers the shoulder, and Javante's look good today. I like it. I know we could be seeing his last couple of games as a Bronco. Oh, and they call him short. Went out of bounds. He was in the middle of balancing weird. Ball was back here. Sticks were right here. So they call him short. Well, now they're there's all kinds of stuff going on right now. It looked like they were still looking at it. Crowd doesn't love it. They're going to keep the call at 4th and 1, but Broncos are still probably going to go for this thing. It's going to be a 4th and 1 in Kansas City territory, not losing a ton if you don't get it. But they just opened up that right side there for Javonte to just find some grass, plant his foot, and go, and he does. Has to plow over a guy, and I thought he had it. Wow. Of course, they're not even in that situation if they call that OPI correctly, but here we go. It's going to be 4th and 1. What do we got? It's going to be Nix in the gun, or in a bit of a pistol set here. And they're going to take a timeout there. Play clock was getting low, and they did not have a ton of stuff figured out right there. Nix calls for the timeout there. So let's see what they go with. They were kind of coming out in like this full house offset pistol kind of look, with a fullback over to Nix's right and a running back, or to his left, and a running back behind him. Didn't look like everything set up the way they wanted it. Either that or they just didn't have enough time to get everything combobulated and still have that whole thing put together. So they take the timeout there. They've already converted a 4th down earlier this game on that second touchdown drive that went to Sutton. Quarterback snuck it on the first one. Like I said, they were kind of coming out in that gun formation, pistol formation with Michael Burton over to the left. All right, looks like everyone is going to get back up and set again. So Broncos are set on going for this thing. We'll see if they come out with something different, and so far it looks like it. Single back set here for Nix. Going to motion Lil Jordan Humphrey to the left side. And snuck it, and he gets it. Does the same thing he did on that first conversion. Goes for the hard count there, and goes for the hard count, and then he just jumps ahead, able to find a tiny bit of a hole, and able to find his spot. So another 4th and 1 conversion by this Broncos offense here, and they are going to remain on the field. Nix trying to draw some guys off sides. Isn't able to get it, but it might throw off some timing a little bit. Single back set here for Nix. Running back straight behind him. Nix going to drop back, go play action. Nix gets set and finds Javonte Williams over the middle, and that will be another 1st down. Broncos inside of the Kansas City 25-yard line. Nearing the red zone now. Broncos looking to make it 3 drives, 3 scores here. And so far, they are looking good. Defense is playing good ball. And this feels like the Broncos we saw when they were peaking at this point of the season. I would love to see them get hot again and get into the playoffs with a win over the Chiefs. I would love to see them get hot again. Nix already nearing. Oh, wow. Going to use another timeout. Play clock was down to 2. Broncos take another timeout. Taking a little too long either to get play calls in or to get everything set up with whatever's going on in the play. So that is 2 timeouts burned in the last 2 plays on the 4th and 1. And then this one here. So it's playing the 3rd string team. Yeah, no, I have constantly acknowledged that so far during this game. Which, I mean, if you're the Chiefs or if you're the Bengals or the Dolphins right now, you are coping with the current state of affairs. That is coping. Here we go. Nix, single back, gonna motion Mims over to the right side. Nix takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff up to Jaleel McLaughlin. He'll fall forward for 5. And McLaughlin has played well today. But yeah, no, we are definitely playing second and third stringers because Wentz is starting. No Isaiah Pacheco. We've been seeing Carson Steele, and then whoever 34 is for you guys. You've got, God, who else? No Chris Jones, no Karlaftis, no whoever. The crazy part is Mahomes isn't going to hit 3,000 or 4,000 yards. Here we go. Screen out to Franklin on the left side, and he's going to dive forward looking for a first down, but he might be a tiny bit short. Out of a bit of an offset eye, or a bit of a left wing formation on that one if you want to get real technical with it. Out of a pistol set, actually, excuse me. Just got some blocking out, and Franklin able to dive forward here, sets up a short 3rd and 1. Nick's just going to pull the old hut 1, hut 2, hut 3 go, and he will pick up the first down once again. That is the cheat code. Quarterback sneak on 3rd, 4th, and short there for Bo Nix. And that'll convert another 3rd or 4th down for them, and they are in prime position here to put more points on the board. Trying to bury the Chiefs in an irrecoverable hole, which, of course, again, it is against the backups here, but it'll still feel good nonetheless. Here we go. From the gun, Nick's going to play action, drop back here. Looking to move the pocket a little bit, and he delivers over the middle. And it will be to Nate Adkins there for a gain of 5. And that'll set him up here. Still in a great spot to score. Nick's was looking end zone, it appeared, before he found Adkins just short over the middle. Wow. Okay, Bo Nix has just been God in the red zone. Since week 4, 75 completion percentage, 20 touchdowns, no picks for Nix. Nick's going to be in a bit of an offset eye here for real. Takes a snap, and it will be a handoff to Javonte, I believe, and he will press forward for the first down, set up Denver inside the Kansas City 5. Javonte Williams having a decent game out of nowhere, it looks like. Of course, again, Chiefs backups. Let's remind ourselves of this. From the KC3 in the eye, it's going to be play action. Nick's going to roll to the right here looking for an open man. Nick's looking for someone, and it's tipped about 5 different times before Vele able to come down with it. Touchdown, Denver. It looked like he was looking for Troutman. Gets tipped there. Finds a Chiefs defender's hand. Tipped there. And it just falls into the hands of Vele. What a play. Oh, and that's in. Oh, it didn't look like... Okay. Okay, so Troutman was out of bounds. So if it touched Troutman, it's bad. But it didn't look like it touched him. It doesn't. It doesn't. It stands. What in the sports ball bullshit is that? That is crazy. That is crazy. 21-0. 3 scores on 3 drives. 6:46 to go here in the half. We are up to 20 concurrent viewers and 9 total likes. You guys have been awesome for me today. I've been loving seeing the support. And really, I mean, this is what I've been hoping for. First stream of the new year. Real stream of the new year, I guess. The first game stream of the new year. We're up to 432 total views. Like, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Whew. Broncos up 21-0 now. Can't say out of nowhere. Again, Chiefs backups. Chiefs backups. I gotta remind myself of that. We're playing the Chiefs backups. But man, it's like I still don't want to get too optimistic. Like, this doesn't even feel safe because this is Andy Reid we're talking about. And the Broncos defense has not played very good the last few weeks. The last month, if we're being honest. But we're up 21-0 against the Chiefs backups. I'm down. This game it's been all Denver, man. I think the stat they brought up on the broadcast was the Chiefs have ran 6 total plays or some crazy shit like that. So I mean, if that's the case, man, holy hell. It is the Broncos' day so far. It is the Broncos' day. I'm about to need more water. So here's the thing, that I feel like we just got to be ready for as Broncos fans, okay? Assuming we get into the playoffs here, we're probably about to go get shelled in Buffalo. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, we're probably going to go get shelled in Buffalo. But it's just like the season feels so much more astronomically better, like as a team and for morale, to win and get in the playoffs, to even get to the dance. Because that is a step this team has not been able to take since 2015, since before Peyton Manning retired. And so the way things are sitting right now, it's like going to the playoffs is everything you could ever want right now. Even if it means going to get absolutely destroyed in Buffalo. That's okay. That's okay. So here we go. It's going to be kickoff. Broncos held on to the ball for 11 minutes on that. They have almost held the ball for the entirety of the first half. I'm going to have to go look at these time of possession stats here, but there is the kick and the exchange of possession. That'll be knelt down in the end zone. Kansas City ball. Whew. Whatever happens, especially if Denver makes the playoffs, I will be here for Wild Card Weekend next weekend. And now all we're waiting is to see who and when Denver plays. Well, it'll be Buffalo if they win here. And if they don't, well, I'll be on a call for one of those. Here we go. It's going to be an offset pistol for Wentz. Number 9 going to motion into the formation. Handoff to number 34 going left, and he tries to bounce it back right, and he meets a wall of Denver Broncos. He's only going to get about 1.5, 2 on that one. That's P-Ryan. That's Samaje. That's our boy Samaje P-Ryan, number 34. I forgot he was a Chief, you traitor. I feel like Denver could have used Samaje in spots this year, to be completely honest. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Steele going to take his spot in the backfield, so Wentz is right in the gun. It's a 3-by-1 set, 3 on the bottom of the screen for Carson Wentz. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Carson Steele. Steele going to dive forward for 3. Set up a 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 5, something along those lines. Cool. Yes, sir. James, I will be here. I will be here. I think your name has become the one that I can expect to see on a week-to-week basis, which warms my heart. Makes me feel better. That's for sure. Giving me life. 3rd and 5. Now for Kansas City. Starts as a 3-by-1 set, and it will remain that. Number 81 from the slot, motioning around a little bit. Play clock down to 1, and they barely get it off. Gave him the tick. Wentz drops back, dodges out of a sack. Wentz rolls, looking for a guy, number 81, able to one-handed bring it in. Finally whistled the play dead. Didn't quite look like he was down, but they whistled the dead after he got wrapped around. Kansas City's first legitimate first down, not earned off of a penalty. We're up to 10 likes. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate all of you. 11 now. Let's go. Yeah, just a good little 3-by-1 concept there. They had 3 on the right side. Wentz able to roll around a little bit. He gets popped by Roach. So now from plus territory. Wentz going to take the snap in the gun. It's going to be a fake handoff. Throws it out to Noah Gray before he is dragged down by P.J. Locke. Stopped up at first by Pat Surtain. What do we got? They're showing this NFL Today update. Jets able to score, take the lead over the Dolphins, 7-6. Meanwhile, Chargers are losing to the Raiders. Not that that does anything for Denver, I don't think, but that is there. What do we got? It's going to be Wentz in the gun, running back to his left. We're going to see a guy motion in a little tighter from the left into the formation. Wentz drops back to throw, uncorks it, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of number 81 for Kansas City. Hit the ground, looked a little short-armed. He was diving for it. That'll drop Wentz to 3 for 6 on the day. Broncos defense going to look to get off of the field right here. They have held the ball for almost 20 minutes, 19:45, and they have scored all 3 times they've had the ball. Again, of course, they're playing the Chiefs' backups, but it just feels good. Let me have this one. 3rd and 9, Wentz in the gun. Running back to his left, we're going to see a little bit of shuffling there on that left side. Wentz takes a snap. It's a low one. Unable to get the ball off when he wants to. He's going to find Watson, but it's going to be short. Looks like a 4th and 3. So that'll likely 4th and 4. And they look like they're set on trying to go for this thing here. Reed keeping the offense on the field. Could just be trying to draw a guy off sides here. And as a guy that played football, as a guy that played defensive line, it was not fun when you moved on a situation like this. If you were a false start or something, you ran. Here we go from the gun. Wentz going to drop back to throw. He's going to find Pirine out of the backfield. Pirine down to the 25 and scampers out of bounds around the 23. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Pirine with a little bit of a grin. He did that in Denver last year. Reliable target. Yeah, good little play design. Good little play design there from Reed. Broncos brought a blitz, left a guy not covering the running back. Vance Joseph looked less than thrilled. From inside the Denver 25, number 81 going to motion to the right side of this gun formation. Steele to Wentz's right. Wentz takes the snap, pocket collapsing in on him. Carson Steele makes the catch, and he gets dragged down by Jaquan McMillan. Over on the left side, gain of 1. That'll make it 2nd and 9. Oh my god. Dude, does my voice sound as bad as I think it does? Because I feel like I sound like a guy that smoked 2 packs of Marlboros every day for the past 10 years. Oh man. We are down to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Like I said, Denver has held on to the ball pretty much this whole half. Roughly 2/3 of the half. Kansas City will get the ball. Kansas City will get the ball after halftime. Man, this has been a kind of quick game. When did we kick off? An hour ago? Barely an hour ago? Yeah, dude, like, this game is flying by. But, yeah, no, Pats completely sold the 1st overall pick by beating the Bills' backups in a meaningless game. Joe Milton, though, was fucking fun to watch. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, wow. Wow. Jerod Mayo got fired. Mayo got fired, guys. Wow. That's crazy. I thought Mayo was going to get another year, but he won't. Dude, screw a Black Monday. Good Lord. Yep, no more Jerod Mayo in New England. So, if I got any Pats fans in the chat, however y'all feel about that, let me know. But no more Jerod Mayo. had to nurse down some water. Oh, man. I gotta be a little better about water, especially today. Because we are down bad for some agua. Oh, man. All right. I'll make you guys a deal. I'll make you guys a deal. You guys see those hats in the background? If we hit 100 subs, I'll wear one for the rest of stream. If we hit 100 subs, I will wear one of those hats in the background for the rest of stream. But here we go. Broncos on defense. We are coming out of this 2-minute warning now. Got to stay hydrated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Brian. Here we go. 2nd and 9 inside of the Denver 25. Chiefs are moving. It's a 3-by-1 set. 3 at the bottom of the screen. 2 Wentz's right. Low snap. Wentz drops back to throw. Rolls out to his left. Looking for a man. Jonathan Cooper is going to track him down. Wentz, I don't know how Wentz held on to that thing. I'm going to be real. I don't know how Wentz held on to that thing. But he did. Jonathan Cooper caught him from behind. Just barely. That'll get Cooper. I believe Cooper gets to 10 sacks on that one. So that's got to feel way good for him. Mahomes looked real pissed about something. He'd know a thing or two about an obvious missed call if that's what he's whining about. He'll know a thing about an obvious missed call. Everyone's hyping up Cooper, so I think he just hit, I think he might have just hit maybe a contract thingamabobber. Blah, blah, blah. 3rd and 13. Are we going to get a timeout here? Or what do we got? Okay, they just reset the game clock there. Something must have been there. Yeah, no, Mr. Vieira, I definitely got to stay hydrated. My voice is cooked right now. I'm sick, but we're making it work. 3rd and 13. It's going to be a 2-by-2 set, bunched in formation here for Mr. Wentz, who will remain in the gun. I believe that is P. Ryan in the backfield. Wentz going to drop back to throw. Wentz looking for a man, and it is caught. We got a flag, and this could be a false start on the Chiefs. It is. Back them up even further. It's going to remain 3rd down. It's on Wanya Morris. I believe he's one of the Chiefs' backup offensive linemen, I want to say. I don't know. I haven't watched Chiefs football this year. So now it's going to be 3rd and 19 for Kansas City. Or 3rd and 18, one of the two. Can't quite remember. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18, and they are now outside of the Denver 30. Number 81 going to motion around a little bit. Rejoin the trips at the bottom of the screen. Wentz drops back to throw. Broncos trying to get pressure in, and they do. Breaks out of a sack. Ducks another before he is trailed down by Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper. Another sack, and that will, at best, get a KC field goal out of this. Broncos brought 4 on that one, and no one able to get open there on the back end. Wentz had nobody to throw to and had nowhere, just ran out of places to escape on that one. Had no lineman trying to jump out of his way. And that's going to set up a Kansas City field goal. Butker from 51, and he's going to yank it left. Yanks it left. The shutout remains. Butker yanks it left with 1:04 to go. I will be right back. Gotta grab more water. Grab more water, run to the bathroom real quick, blow my nose again. I'm sick. That's how it goes. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. But you guys have been awesome. Thank you. Love you. We're back. We're so back. Right as the broadcast is getting back as well, so I could not have timed that any better. I could not have timed that any flippin' better. Whew. So here we go. Minute 4 to go. Broncos with 1 timeout. Bo Nix is going to start this drive in the gun. They're going to motion Lucas Kroll to the left side of the formation. Here we go. Nix going to drop back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Pump fakes to Javonte Williams, and he's got it into field goal range. And he's going to lateral to Javonte Williams. Javonte is going to get down into deep Kansas City territory. Broncos going to go no huddle. Nix scrambled, got it into field goal range, and then he flips it to Javonte. What a huge run. Oh, and now they're going to review it? Okay, they're going to review it, see if it's an illegal forward pass. I don't think it is. They're going to look at it. Did it go forward? They're going to look at it. They're going to look at it. Oh, if they call that an illegal forward pass, man, that is a huge hit. That is 50 yards. That is a huge pickup if it stands. That was a cool looking play. That was a damn cool looking play. But now Nix just found a running lane, stuck to it, and he got a lot of yardage on that thing. But this could definitely be coming back. So I do worry. I do worry. Because it could very, very well be coming back on that one. They are reviewing it. They are very much reviewing it. We'll see what it leads to. Oh, we're up to 12 likes on the stream. You guys are sick. You guys are awesome. Obviously, I'm the actual sick one, but... I'm the actual sick one, but you guys have been awesome so far in stream. We're not even a half, and we're at 12 likes. Let's go. So we're going to see what happens out of that. This should be a pretty quick review. I don't think that's going to be anything too long. Of course, we're going to be stuck in a nice big long commercial break. Oh god, dude, my hair is all over the place. All over the place. All right, well, they're taking a decent look at it, considering we've had, I believe this is 3 commercials now. They are going to look at it. It looked like it went behind him, is the thing. But, like, I think Nix's momentum was carrying him far enough to make it look forward? Like, I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that. Or what. Jets are leading that game. Of course, that does not matter. If Denver loses, they are out as Cincinnati won their game. And they have the head-to-head. Denver cannot win a tie with Cincinnati record-wise. So Denver just has to hang on to this thing and win. That's all they can afford to do. And if this stands, they are in wildly better position to do so. That is a huge chunk play that we saw out of Nix's legs. So here we are. Oh, okay. Okay, so it comes back. He threw it behind him. So they got past the line to gain. So it's still a first down. It was an illegal. He committed the penalty of the 32. So it's a 5-yard penalty back from the 32 from where he threw it. So there's a 10-second runoff. So yeah, okay, so he flips it, it goes forward, he flips it at the 32, it's at the 30, is where it's caught, sure. So here we go, Nix from the gun, back to throw. Nick's going to step up in the pocket once again, going to the left, and he is going to run this again. Bo Nix with a lane, and he gets out of bounds at the 5, but there's another flag down. And this one's coming back too. Holding on Quinn Miners. 10-yard penalty, and lots of just sad flags on this. Hold on Miners while he was escaping, so another huge gain there of like a 20-30 yard run is just going to come back. Nix is doing a whole lot of crap just to get nothing out of it. 1st and 20 now with 32 seconds, 1 timeout, and I believe Denver's going to be back on their own side of the field. And my hair is not cooperating. Okay, not quite back on KC's side of the field, or on their side of the field. Here we go from the gun. Nix drops back to throw. Actually going to sit in the pocket, delivers a strike to Cortland Sutton, who jumps up and catches it just behind a Kansas City, behind a defender. Here we go. They're going no huddle here. They're going to try and keep that timeout in their pocket. They get to the 15. Clock is running. Down to 10. Nix going to get the snap off. Nix rolls to his right, and he's just short arms it to Javonte. That was a touchdown if he doesn't miss it. It was a 32-yard throw. That was Nix's first incompletion. And we'll go over those numbers at halftime because Nix has been, well, there we go. 18 for 19, 215 yards. And it appears we will see the Broncos field goal unit come onto the field after they fought really themselves to get in the field goal range. I really thought they should have scored a touchdown on this, man. Holy shit. So here we go. We're going to have a field goal try after a timeout, and okay. My iPad voice assistant has screwed me multiple times as I've been trying to say stuff. So it stops the feed, and then everything just goes wonky. We're getting back in, I'm sorry. Field goal was good. Field goal was good. Wow, that was an unbelievable fumble on my side. 3 seconds to go in the half. So Kansas City will likely just kneel this sucker out unless they feel like making Wentz throw a 70-yard Hail Mary. Could see all the clock burn off here on the kickoff. But if everything stands, Denver should go in a half up 24-0, which matches nearly their output from the last couple of weeks in the first half. Again, against backups, grain of salt. We're going to see a return. Number 81 will take it out of the end zone here, trying to make something happen, and he will get clobbered at the 27-yard line, and that will take us into halftime. No points for Kansas City. Broncos up 24-0 against the Chiefs. Baby Chiefs. That's what we'll say, baby Chiefs. Up against the backups. So here we go. We are into halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into these numbers. I have been so excited to get into these. So, Wentz. We'll start with the Chiefs. There's not much to note here. You got Carson Wentz, 6-9. Nice. 453 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Carson still has 3 carries for 11 yards. P. Ryan has a 1-yard carry, and Noah Gray lost 4 on a bit of a botch play early in the game. Receiving, Ramingo, number 81, has a 23-yard catch. P. Ryan has a 13-yard catch. Peyton Hendershot has a 10-yard catch. Justin Watson with a 3-yard catch. And then Noah Gray, Carson Steele both have 1-yard catches. Meanwhile, defensively, they as a team have racked up 39 tackles. Cam Jones with 8 total. Chamari Connor with 5, Nazay Johnson and Leo Chanel with 4, which I'm surprised to see Leo Chanel play, to be honest. Water. We go to Denver. Bo Nix right now is cranking. 18 and 19. He was perfect until that last incompletion at half. 215 yards, 3 touchdowns. Outstanding day for him. Nix also leads the team in rushing. Where have I heard that one before? 7 carries, 47 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin, 7 carries, 27 yards. Javonte, 3 carries, 20 yards. And then Estime has a carry for 4. Already almost to 100 rushing yards as a team. Cortland Sutton, 3 catches, 89 yards with a touchdown. Marvin Mims, 4 catches, 44 yards with a 32-yard touchdown. Javonte Williams, 2 catches, 25 yards. Adkins, 3 catches, 25 yards. Franklin's got 2 catches for 12. Humphrey has a catch for 9. Vele's got 2 catches, 8 yards, and a score. And Jaleel has got 1 catch for 3 yards. Defensively, nobody's got more than 2 tackles for Denver right now. Nick Benito's got 2 tackles and a sack. Sertan's got 2 tackles. Jaquan McMillan's got 2 tackles and a TFL. Cody Barton's got 2. Roach is 2. Cooper's got 1 tackle with a sack as well with TFL. Zach Cunningham has a tackle. Stranad has a tackle. And then it's just Moss, Jones, Allen, Ellis, and who all have a tackle. And then a couple of QB hits for us as well. Benito, Roach, Cooper, Allen, and JFM all have QB hits. We go look at these team numbers, man, because right now it is nuts. Denver has 313 total yards to the Chiefs, backups 55. They have 18 first downs, and they have 20 minutes and 46 seconds of possession to the Chiefs' 9 minutes 14. Denver has held on to the ball for an unbelievable amount of time. So that's cool. Very cool. Of course, again, Chiefs are playing their backups. It is what it is. They clinched the 1 seed. So this is a game Denver should be winning in this fashion. Of course, Miami fans and Bengals fans are going to be a little less than happy. And I feel like Denver is a better matchup for teams than the Bengals would have been. Because, like, Denver doesn't have or hasn't had a defense for the last month. Cincy hasn't had one for all season, but Denver's offense isn't nearly as explosive as the Bengals. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves here. Denver has just come out of the gates hot, though, and they have not stopped swinging. They have put points on the board every time they have touched the ball, and it has just it's been a great day for them so far. Hope to see him continue that in the second half. We'll probably see a little more lean into the run game. And with that, clock killed. Jeez, I am trailing off a little bit. So yeah, very possible that we end up seeing a lot of clock killing here. Denver is highly in the lead. If we get to the fourth quarter and we've still got a massive lead, I definitely foresee a world where Jared Stidham comes in, gets some snaps. Zach Wilson wasn't inactive today for Denver, so he's not a guy that I think will get snaps unless they have an emergency third quarterback or have him as that. Not sure what that's going to look like. But again, for the Chiefs, it's no Frank Clark, or not Frank Clark, God, Chris Jones, no Karlaftis, no L'Jarius Sneed. So they're gonna move the ball. Nix is gonna have time. It's just really like, can you just take care of business? This is a game you should win. Win this game. And as much as Denver's defense has been bad, they have clamped down against the backups, which kind of sucks on one hand, like, you're happy to see it, but on the other, it's like, can we only do that against bad teams or bad players? Like, what's going on, guys? Which, I mean, the real answer is no. We shut down Mahomes. We shut down Mahomes earlier this year. We have played good quarterbacks well defensively. It's just all of a sudden we are, like, defensively, we've crumbled the last month. So it's good to see him get back on track, and I don't think this is a team that's going to win a playoff game given their current circumstances now. But I at least think they'll give Buffalo a run for their money, a hard fight. I don't think it's going to be the prettiest game ever to watch, but assuming results hold, Denver will be going to Buffalo, and it's just going to be it's going to be the second half of a game in which Denver is playing backups. That is how things are going to go. Okay? That is how things are going to go. Real quick, while we're still in half, I want to touch on a couple of things. You guys have been awesome during the stream so far, so I want to thank you guys for liking the stream, for hanging around, hanging out with me. It's been awesome. I'm going to keep going. I've been pushing along for you. I'm sicker than hell. I got a cough drop in. I got my whole bucket of water right here. So I'm going to keep going. Let's see if we can hit. I'm going to set a light goal because screw it. Everyone does, I suppose. See if we can hit 15. See if we can hit 15 by the end of the stream. 15 likes by the end of the stream. See if we can hit 95. I'm one subscriber away from 95 subs. So if you're enjoying what you see and you want to stick around, listen to what I got to say about this team, 95th subscriber would go a long way. If we get a 15 likes, get out to more Broncos fans or more NFL fans as is. That would be cool as well. You guys have been awesome so far. I'm thankful for all of you. And man, Broncos are just playing good right now. Okay, I'm going to put it that way. They are doing what they should be doing against the backups of a team. Okay? Let's tell it how it is. They are doing what they should be doing against backups. It's just a question of now, can they carry this kind of momentum forward into the playoffs and at least give Buffalo a rough ride? Because we will be playing Buffalo. Okay, unless, because I don't think there's any scenario where Denver can move up a seed. So we'll see if Denver can, like, clinch the 6 or something. I don't think they can. I don't think there's any way. Yeah, I don't think Denver can get any higher than 7, which is unfortunate. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Okay? But they kind of did it to, themselves. 13 likes, and I just caught that we got our 95th sub. You guys are awesome. But, yeah, I do not believe that we can get any higher than 7 now. Just because, yeah, good lord. Just because the Chargers have the tiebreaker on us head-to-head, and then, Steelers have us head-to-head, too. Yeah, we do not have, like, any head-to-head tiebreakers, which is why it is so crucial that we win this game, because we don't have any other way to get in. We just have to win more games, which, if things hold, will be good. Will be good. All right, I'm going to run for one more break. Halftime should be winding down. I'm going to run to the bathroom, blow my nose, whole 9 yards. I've drank a lot of water, trying to stay good. So we'll be back. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. As I'm preaching to the wrong side, don't go anywhere. Look at that. We're back. We're back. We've been staying hydrated. And, yeah, I'm still a little nasally congested. The meds can't magically fix it. As much as I would love that, I would love to be magically cured already. But we're not, unfortunately. So Kansas City gets the second half kickoff. Okay. Hopefully we're good. We've been holding up good so far. We've been holding up good so far. So hopefully we can keep that up. I might need to find some, like, saline stuff. Try and flush out my guts. Or, not my guts. Try and flush out my throat and my nasal and all of that. Pop another cough drop. Keep my stuff good. I'm doing the best I can for you guys today. I appreciate y'all showing out. This has been awesome so far, and it is almost time for the second half. Let me tell you about Bo Nix, man. Let me tell you. Bo Nix has been playing good. Like I said before I went into break, this team is doing what they should be doing against backups, okay? I think Denver is in that weird middle ground where it's like you can compete really well with good to great teams for the most part. You'll beat bad teams. We're not quite mediocre, but we're not quite great right now. Like, we are a good team with flaws. And here we go. We are back underway here. Second half football coming at you on Crushing It. Got to do my TV transition. Kansas City will get the ball first. Broncos defense will be looking to completely shut them down still. Now they're showing the interview. Sean Payton's all... they were asking about Nix almost going perfect in the first half, which we did talk about during half, and Nix is just mad he missed his guy. Here we go. Wentz in the gun. Carson Steele to his right. It's going to be a play action, little RPO. And that'll be a first down for Kansas City and more. Gain of 15 up to their own 45. And that's going to go to Peyton Hendershot there. Nice little RPO from Wentz. Wentz ran that RPO really, really well during that kind of MVP run that he was on when it was really, really coming into fruition there. Little RPO offense with Dougie P. First and 10 from the 45. Carson Steele going to be set to Wentz's right in the gun. 2x2 set, a little bit of a bunch on the right. Wentz with the snap, drops back to throw. Bit of a short drop, throwing it out, throws it wide. Can't find his man. Number 81 was covered by Jaquan McMillan. Looked like a little bit of an out route there. A little 7-yard out. Timing was not there, and Wentz just put it high. Overthrown on that. 2nd and 10. We'll do it again from the 45. Kansas City on their side of the field still. See what they come out with. It's going to be another gun set for him. Running back to his left. Wentz going to motion. Noah Gray's going to bounce around a little bit. Settle on the right. Wentz, short drop. Going to throw it out to number 9. That's going to be a short gain of 3. Juju Smith-Schuster will be the recipient of that one. Yeah. It's going to set up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. They gave him, what was that, 3.5 they could have given him? All right, whatever. Watson going to motion to the bottom of a 3x1 set. Started there, settles there. Here we go. Wentz takes a snap, drops back, bit of a deep drop, and he is going to get smothered by John Franklin Myers and Nick Bonito. And that will set up a Kansas City punt. I might have forgotten to do the graphic properly right here. I did. Still Chiefs ball until they punt it. I forgot to do the football graphic. God, I felt like I was forgetting something. God damn it. Looked like Denver just ran a little stunt. They only brought 4. Big sack for Denver there. That is Franklin Myers' 7th sack this year. 4th and 15. They'll snap it from the 40 to punt it back to Denver. Ariza will get this off. Another high flyer. And that will be a touchback. Net punt of 40 yards. So the Broncos will come back out with a 24-0 lead after the commercial break. We'll have to start looking around the league here. Like I said earlier, for anyone that missed it, Jerod Mayo gets fired after 1 year. I thought he was going to get another year. It looked like things were going better with Drake May. The Pats are like just such a depleted team talent-wise that they like... I really thought Mayo would get another shot. But alas, he will not get it. Joe Milton looked good. So if he doesn't stick around as a Patriot, I mean, Joe Milton could very, very well find himself somewhere else, or he can find himself the subject of trade interest here. Because I remember the draft, like, synopsis of him was, like, super raw, okay? Super, super raw quarterback. But he has a fucking cannon for a right arm, and he's an athletic freak. So that's wild. Titans will clinch the number 1 pick as a result of the Patriots winning. So we'll see who the Titans go with. Will Levis isn't their guy, I don't think. There's no way Will Levis stays as their guy at this point. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go on for these non-playoff teams. We're going to have to see who gets fired tomorrow, which that's probably going to have to be a stream that I do tomorrow after I get off of work. So sadly, I'm going to miss like the huge Black Monday of coaches getting fired and speculation and all that. I've heard there's been interest in Texas's head coach. Not sure what that's going to look like. I forget the guy's name. I know who it is. I just can't remember the name of the guy. But there's going to be a lot to speculate about. There's a Dolphins fan in Mile High praying to God above. But here we go. We are back. Broncos football. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line. After the touchback from Matt Ariza, it was a net punt of 40. So here we go, from the gun. Nix will take the snap. It'll be a handoff. Looking up the middle, kind of tried to bounce it left side, and Estime is going to be dragged down for no gain. Going to set up a quick 2nd and 10 for Denver. It was a little bit of a bunched up formation here. Ran it weak side. Couldn't find any hole, or really anywhere to go on that one. Didn't quite look like the Chiefs were all that convinced. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Nix will remain in the gun. Running back to his right. It's going to be a 2-by-1 set wide receiver wise. Nix with the snap, going to drop back to throw, going to roll to his right, and he's going to fling it to his right side, and he's going to have Devon Vele right there, and he will scamper forward for a first down. Gain of 11 before he gets out of bounds. And it was a great first half for Bo. A lot of short stuff, but on the deep stuff that he did find, it was great for him. Sutton gets over 1K, by the way. So it's looking great right now for us. It is looking great. Here we go. Javonte in the backfield to the right. Nix gets the snap off at 1. Nix drops back to throw a bit of a deep drop. Going to step up in the pocket. Let it fly. He was looking for Sutton. Put it up high. Unable to find him. That'll set up a 2nd and 10. Nix was dancing a little bit in the pocket. That's just great coverage, too. That is just outstanding coverage, if I'm being completely honest to you. Oh, almost under 11 minutes. 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Nix with a back to his left. Gonna drop back, and it will be a handoff little draw trying to run it left, and Jaquan McMillan is just gonna... Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm getting my shit mixed up. McLaughlin is gonna get eaten alive in the backfield. Draw did not fool anybody. He tried to get east and west with it. And now that's going to make it 3rd and 14. Nick's going to drop back in the gun out of a 3-by-1 set. He's going to find Sutton on a shallow cross. Now gain some of that yardage back, but that's going to be a punt. It's not a 3-and-out, but definitely less than the ideal result there. Just had Sutton on a little shallow cross, but he had no room to go forward. Had to make a man miss or break out of a tackle. And that was not happening, so KC will get the ball back. Snap it from the 28, and it will be kicked from the 18. Dixon got some air under this. It will be caught at about the 30. Number 81 trying to navigate traffic, and he will not get any further than the 32. About a 7-yard return. Sea of Orange. And that is going to lead us into yet another commercial break. So suddenly it feels like the pace of the game here has gotten broken. Broncos aren't looking like they're trying to do the whole chew clock thing right now. Which, granted, you just started the second half, but hey. They held on to the ball for a while in that first half. Whew. Yeah, we're doing my best. I'm sorry if I sound weird or if I sound dead. I am doing my absolute best. This Airbnb commercial is funny. The stupid Nick Saban one. That's alright. That's good. I'll give you that. That's good. Meanwhile, elsewhere around the league, Bears get a huge upset to make sure Green Bay stays in the 7. Meanwhile, Chargers with a 7-point lead against the Raiders. Raiders were leading that game at 1 point 10-3. So it's been 14 unanswered here, I believe, from Los Angeles on that note, I suppose. The constant commercial breaks are going to kill me, man. Commercials are going to kill me. They're going to be the death of me so far. Definitely straining the voice a little bit, trying to get as much out of it as I can. I feel like the Chargers are going to be a little bit of a sleeper here. Defensively, they're playing well, and it feels like their offense has started to click over the last couple of weeks. Like, I feel like the Chargers are playing really quietly good ball. Even if they've been a little inconsistent, just as Denver has this year. Although Denver's highs and lows have been way more high and low. Like, Denver has been a manic team this year, I feel like. Just a lot of high-low, a lot of up and down. But here they are with this opportunity to put a playoff berth away. Go Broncos. I showed the wrong side. Go Broncos. Probably going to fidget with this now. 10 minutes to go in the third. Wentz is going to have the ball at the 32, starting in the gun with a running back to his right. Play action, rolls to his right, trying to sling it out. Juju was fighting with Riley Moss. Nothing there. 2nd and 10. Hey, JFM got his incentive. JFM got his incentive. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, it was a half a sack. Oh, Benito was getting a bunch of shit on the sideline. No, that's funny. He split a sack with Benito, and he was giving him shit about that missed incentive. So here we go. It's going to be a handoff to the right side out of the gun to Steele, and Steele is a hard runner, man. Going to get a gain of 6 on that one. 3rd and 4 coming up now for Kansas City. Broncos defense looking to get another 3 and out from this Chiefs offense here. Chiefs offense has had maybe 2 bang-bang plays, but other than that, man, it has been dormancy for him, which granted, again, backups. But that's okay today. All right, they only give him 5-ish. They give him like 4.5. Broadcast says 3rd and 5. Wentz going to change something up. Takes a snap from the gun. Broncos pressure was on their way. And great coverage by Jaquan McMillan. Is Taylor at the game? They haven't shown a shot of her. I don't know that she is. Just given the fact that Kelsey's not playing. The Chiefs are sitting so many guys in this game. So, I mean, if she is, they haven't made a point of it to show her. Either that or I just haven't seen it or tuned it out or something. I couldn't tell you. Short answer is, I'm pretty sure no. So here we go, 4th and 5. Chiefs will punt. Arizo will catch it and launch that thing into the sky. And that will be fair caught at around the 21 of Denver. So Broncos will get the ball back right quick. A couple of combined 3 and outs for the teams. And now more commercials. So we go elsewhere in the league. Seattle currently leading in Los Angeles. Rams can clinch a 3-seed berth with a win in that one. I believe they dropped to the 4 otherwise. We can go look at the playoff picture. I believe Seattle is already eliminated, which is crazy. Dude, the NFC is crazy stacked. Because you're going to have likely what could be a team with 10 wins completely miss out on the playoffs, while the AFC could potentially have someone with 9 wins. Of course, the way things are sitting right now, it's a very good chance that Denver hangs on and gets to that 10th win. And it looks like the odds are updating live, too. Because these odds were higher and lower earlier. Denver sitting at 97. Bengals at 2. Dolphins at 3. Oh, if they win. Okay. Yeah, so Bengals odds are sitting at less than 1. Brink of elimination. Bengals odds are sitting at 2. Brink of elimination. It's tough for those guys. So later tonight, you've got the Vikings and the Lions that are fighting not just for the division, but for the 1 seed. And then, so the NFC playoff picture is basically set. That's how things are going to sit. Tampa clinches the NFC South earlier today. Panthers, I believe, won that game. They did in overtime. Bryce Young is looking good this last stretch of the season, man. Panthers might be exciting next year. The Panthers might be fun to watch next year. So we'll see how that goes for Carolina. Just ringing the bell around the league. Like I was saying earlier, Denver wins and they're in, and these odds are updating live on NFL.com. The way it's sitting right now, they are at a 97% chance to make the playoffs. And the other 3% is going to the Bengals and the Dolphins, who are at 2% or lower. Broncos still up 23-0 right now. Or 24-0, geez, sorry. And me, even if I were sicker than this, I wouldn't have missed this game for the world, man. I have been cautiously optimistic about it. Here we go. 1st and 10, 9:04 to go from the 21. Nix from an I form. Gonna toss it back to McLaughlin, and that'll steam ahead for 4. McLaughlin nearly stumbles and kind of sells the play out. But they are able to find some green grass ahead. McLaughlin making a couple of moves. Clock ticks under 9. 2nd and 6 for Denver. Looking to get a positive drive going after the 3-and-out on the last one. Single back form now. 2 tight end set for Denver. Nix with the snap. It's going to be a pitch out to Jaleel running right. Jaleel able to wiggle through the slightest hole that I've seen and scamper forward for 3. After what looked like it could have certainly turned into a loss right there. Able to set up a 3rd and much more manageable. Seems like the Broncos trying to kill a little bit of clock. Of course, no Chiefs starters playing so far. They are going to rest everybody they possibly can during this game. And that is showing right now. That is showing. From the pistol, Nick's going to drop back to throw. Going to step up, looking over the middle, and he finds a man, Cortland Sutton. Going to get forward for about 8. They'll get up to the 35-yard line now. 1st and 10, Denver looking to kill some clock on this drive. They held on to the ball for a long time during that first half, almost 21 minutes during the first half. Teams have exchanged punts here in the second half. This is Denver's second half possession. Try saying that 5 times fast. Holy hell. All right. Single back form for Bo. Takes a snap, and it will be a handoff up the middle. Jaleel looking for room, and he will find none. That'll be a loss of 1, looking to get some room over the middle, and none was available. It's like Chiefs are maybe keying in on the run just a tiny bit. Bengals and Dolphins are watching this game, hoping for the worst for Denver. Because at this point, both teams are staring down the barrel of elimination, as is Denver, even with the score the way that it is. Nix is going to be in the gun with Javonte to his left. Nix drops back to throw. Nix going to sit in the pocket before flipping it out to Javonte. Javonte makes a move and he breaks the tackle. Javonte to the 50, 45, and he will make it down to the 41 before he gets pushed out of bounds. A little dump off on 2nd and 11 will propel Denver to Kansas City territory. What a play by Javonte, able to make a man miss. Broke through a tackle, got one-on-one in open space, made a man miss, guy couldn't wrap up, and he was just off after that. Here we go, gun formation once more. Michael Burton in the backfield as well. It's going to be a fake pitch to the right side. Nick stands in the pocket, and now he's got to dump it out to McLaughlin. And now able to get a little bit of a block on that right side, and he will get forward for a gain of 6. So Jaleel made himself available on that one. Play broke down a little bit. Nick's able to get it out to his guy. And then Burton gets him a block right there as well. So ends up working for him. Nick danced around in the pocket for a second. Pass pro held up well, though, on that one. Holy crap. Ball control stats are nuts right now. I tell you that much. 2nd and 4. Nix is going to take this from single back. Nix, it will be a handoff. Jaleel able to spin out of a tackle. Spins out of another, but the Chiefs will converge on him, and that's going to be a loss of at least 5. That is likely a loss of 5. Loss of 5. 3rd and 11 now. Really delayed handoff. Handoff that took a long time to develop. And now Denver in a position to kind of squander this good field position that they were in. Out of the huddle, Nix will be taking this one from the gun. Good Lord. From the gun, running back to his right. Vele going to motion to the left of the formation here. Gets set, and they barely get the snap off with zeros on the play clock. Nix back to throw. Looking. Got Vele on the left side. Down to the 10. And he will be down at around the 7. What a strike from Bo. Little bit of a jumping backwards catch there that Vele made, just working one-on-one in the slot fade, and made the catch at the 10, which is where they mark him down. Broncos go tempo here. Nix drops back, and he's going to fade one out, looking for Sutton, and they're not going to find him. 2nd and goal for Denver now. Looked like Nix wanted a little bit of a flag right there. They don't get it. A little bit of grabbing of the arm there. I don't know if that's one that they're going to call. At least maybe not with the angle they were looking at here. They did want a flag on that, though. I'll tell you what. Bo did not look happy. Second and goal now for Denver. Bo going to settle in under center. Single back form. Bo, it's going to be a handoff to Jaleel McLaughlin. Flitters out to the left side. Unable to find a ton of yardage there. He'll get about 3. And that gets him that much closer. 3rd and goal for Denver now. Trying to get the ball across and extend their lead one way or another. Touchdown and a point after would make it 31-0. Clock is going to drop under 3 minutes here during this play. Down to 3:02. Play clock down to 8. We have dropped under 3 minutes. Nix will be in the gun, running back to his right. Nix, it'll be a screen out to Marvin Mims. Mims looking for blocks. Mims with another touchdown. Another little motion screen starting with Mims in the backfield. Mims with 4 total touchdowns in his last 2 games. And the Broncos are having their way with the Chiefs' backups right now. I'll say that much. Blocks were set out perfectly. Kroll gets the lead block, and Sutton just up the field, shoving his guy back into the end zone. Great play. Like I said, when the screens work, they work. And Lutz will make it 31-0. Dude, Perna has got to be like... Perna probably needs a new pair of pants at this point, man. Holy crap. Perna's got to be having a good day. This will be fun to listen to on GPS tomorrow morning. But I will be... I just ate a bunch of hair. Be right back. Nose blow, bathroom break, the usual. It's been rough today. Back with perfect timing, as per usual. Back with perfect timing. I'm going to laugh when Denver beats the Chiefs in the playoffs. Hey, man, I don't think they're going to make it out of Buffalo. Okay, I don't think Denver's going to make it out of Buffalo. I think Buffalo is the better team. It's just really it's going to be interesting. Kickoff has been down. It is Kansas City ball. Whew. 2:49 to go in the third quarter. Broncos are I'm not going to say anything. But they are currently blowing the Chiefs' backups out. I think this team could beat Kansas City in the playoffs. The problem is they have to beat Buffalo, and then they'd have to play the 1 and 2 seed back-to-back 2-1. So here we go. Wentz in the gun here. Carson, I believe Carson Steele to his left. 2x2 set. It's going to be a play action. Wentz going to drop back and uncork one, and he's going to find one of his receivers, number 81, and they will get into Denver territory. And that will keep this clock running here. Goes for 25. They go from the 30 to the other 45. Big gainer on that one. Probably the best play for the Chiefs all damn day, if I'm being completely honest. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Another 2x2 set. Juju going to motion over to the right side of the formation now in the gun. Wentz, it's going to be a fake screen over to him before they screen it to the other side to Steele, who falls down. Denver able to corral him. That is Justin Stranad in on the tackle. Gain of 1 on that one, maybe gain of a half a yard. Either way, it's 2nd and 9. Yeah, a bit of a weird play design. They whip out the fake receiver screen to Juju before flipping it back to Carson Steele. Here we go, 2nd and 9 now from the 44. Looks like nobody on the left side of the formation there. It's going to be a handoff to kind of the left side for Steele, and Steele looking for anything, and he's not going to get it. Gain of 2. And that'll set up a 3rd and 7 for Denver. Chiefs have not had anything going on their 3rd downs today. Of course, it is their backups. Take that with a grain of salt. But the way things are currently sitting, I believe this is up to date. They're 1 for 8 on their 3rd downs. So, it is what it is. 1 for 7. Okay, so stream's a little behind ESPN. 3rd and 7. Wentz drops back in the gun. Tries to step up and just misses, number 81. 4th and 7. There's the 1 for 8. And that'll bring out the punt team unless Reed feels like going for it on 4th and 7. I don't think they will. Looks like oh, no, it hit him in the hands there. A bit of a diving attempt. Wentz was angry about it, or at least not thrilled. 4th and 7, they're going to leave the offense on the field. 38 seconds to go in the 3rd. Wentz trying to get the snap off. 2 on the play clock. And they get it. Wentz dropping back to throw. Nick Bonito will get Wentz down, and that is a turnover on downs. Nick Bonito screams around the edge and puts Carson Wentz down. Around the side with a back, too. It looked like Pirine was supposed to chip or something or be there in pass pro. Man, they are... Romo just said it. Once again, they're playing backups. We got to temper the hopium a little bit. But it'll be nice to not get ragged on by U-Tree during this week in sports ball. It's going to feel good. Here we go. Single back form for Knicks and the Broncos. 2 tight end set. Knicks, it's going to be a little toss out to Jaleel. Jaleel stiff arms a guy, but he's going to lose 1 on that. That'll bring up a 2nd and 11, and that'll likely be the final snap of the 3rd quarter. Jaleel looked a little hobbly getting up, but he is walking under his own weight. And yeah, it does not appear the Broncos will snap it again here in the third, so that will run us into the fourth. Broncos up 31-0. I've forgotten to move the ball once again. I'm paying too much attention to the game and to YouTube chat, and it's just a little thing that I forgot to do. Sometimes I do slack a little on the graphics. The score is definitely the one thing that I really try and keep tabs on. Dolphins are losing, by the way, might I add, 15-6, and Jets are in the red zone there. So if this game were closer, or if Denver was losing, Bengals fans would be foaming at the mouth right now. But it is 31-0 Denver, and our 10-win asses, assuming this result holds, will hopefully get into the playoffs. I'm not calling anything until the clocks hit 0 and the fat lady sings. All I'm saying is I am very, very optimistic about the way things are looking right now, folks. That's all I'm going to say. We're up to 13 likes. Let's see if we can get to 15 on the stream. Gets me out to a myriad of different people, different fans. I like getting out to more people. I usually do a lot of live stuff, a lot of live shows. Kinda been a little slacking this week just because I have been sick. This is kind of the first day since Friday that I felt like I'm able to talk semi-properly, so glad I can be here with everybody. Up here that I see, Rogers looking for the end zone, looking for Adams on 3rd and goal, looking for the back of the end zone, unable to find him. We are still in commercial break in Denver, so you're not missing anything. I'm just calling a little bit of a different game while Red Zone's got it put up. Yep, still in commercial break. Are they just... Oh, they're showing playoff commercials. There we go. Love to see it. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting playoff, man. It feels like the conferences this year are really, really top-heavy. There's no, it feels like there's no middle ground. Like, the AFC was a little less top-heavy this year, but it is the way that it was. You realize that Mahomes was in this game, then he could have beat your ass. Close call from getting 16-1. Hey, man, I don't think that's true. Denver should have beat you guys in Arrowhead. We didn't because the left side of our line collapsed. Here we go, 2nd and 11. Play action to Javonte. Bo rolling to his right before he finds little Jordan Humphrey on the right side, and that'll be a first down there. Little bootleg action there for Knicks out of the single back, able to find little Jordan Humphrey on what I believe was probably an out route. A little bit of an arrow route or something along those lines. Block and release, block, get up and out, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. Either way, it's a first down. I form now here for Denver. Adkins going to motion around a little bit before settling on the left. It'll be a handoff to Javonte Williams. Williams trying to bounce it a little further to the right. And he will carry down to the 30-yard line. 2nd and medium here for Denver. Javonte really having the best running day on yards per carry average, especially after this last couple of Jaleel carries. 4 for 25 for Mr. Javonte Williams. Trying to pop my ears a little bit. Knicks in an offset I. 2nd and 5. It'll be another handoff. And it will get about 3.5. It's like about 3.5. Didn't quite make out who got that carry right there. Interesting. Okie doke. 3rd and 1, so they gave him 4 on it. Or at 3.5 at the very least. Set up a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1.5, 1 and 2. Once again, didn't quite see who got that carry. But here we go. 3rd and 1.5. We're going to see Mims motion to the bottom of the formation here. It's a handoff to Williams, who gets the first down and more. Broncos looking for another score just to pile on here against Kansas City. Against the backups, anyways. So, thank you for getting us into the playoffs, Kansas City. It'll be fun watching us lose in Buffalo. That's probably what's going to happen in all honesty. I don't know if we can go to Buffalo and win. This will look a little good on the counting stats, I suppose. I form once again for Denver, 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 23. Next, it'll be another handoff up the middle. Gain of 2 or 3 right there, and that was a handoff to Javonte Williams, who has been getting a little bit more action in this game than we've seen in probably the past month, at least running the ball. He's had a couple of nice catch and runs as well. Clock is going to droop below 12 minutes. So Broncos doing a lot of clock killing on this drive here. They've held the ball for just about the whole damn quarter. 2nd and 8 from the Chiefs 20. It's going to be a pitch out to the left side to Jaleel McLaughlin, who's going to be able to follow a block, and he will scamper forward for a first down. That's his best carry in the last little bit. Got a block from Burton and was able to squeeze between a couple of guys. Scamper forward for that first down. Clock will tick under 11 now during this play. Broncos killing as much clock as they can, it seems. And they'll clinch a playoff berth with this win, or if it somehow devolves into a tie situation. Nick's going to be in a single back set, 2 receiver, 2 tight end. Next, it'll be a handoff to Jaleel up the middle, and he'll get a gain of 5. Broncos can get a first down at basically the centimeter line at this point. Clock will just about tick under 10 minutes here on this play. 25 on the play clock and 10:30 to go during this 4th quarter. And the Broncos are just a few minutes away from being playoff bound. Bo, it's going to be a handoff to Michael Burton. And Burton, did he get in? Did he get in? No. He's at the 1-inch line. It's not even enough for a first down at the centimeter line. Oh, no. Oh, maybe he gets it. Maybe. They might look at it. Sean's going to challenge it. That looked like a touchdown from that different camera angle, so we could be seeing the fullback getting a touchdown. I would be very happy for Michael Burton if he got it. They are going to challenge it. I don't even know if this review needs to go to commercial break. He's already getting dapped up from Atkins. Nope, they are still going to go to break over the review. We look at a few of these other games right now. You got Josh Dobbs starting for the Niners, who are currently losing to Arizona. That's a 9-point game up there. And then they have also pulled up the Chargers game. Chargers are winning by 7, and they are basically on the goal line. Herbert will go play action, and that's a 14-point lead. So Chargers take a 2-score lead, solidify their already clinched spot. Really just looks like they're, I believe they're playing for higher seeding. Since, I want to say Pittsburgh lost. Would they gain a game over Pittsburgh with a win? Oh my god, okay. Can shit just work with me for once? Can my computer just work with me for once? Please stop fighting. We'll go look at the playoff picture. Because the Steelers lost. Could the Chargers... Yeah. Chargers are playing for the 5 seed right now to go play Houston. So that explains why they're playing their starters right now. Okay. So the way it's sitting right now, Chargers look like they are well on their way to getting the 5. So they'll go on to play Houston. Denver, of course, will go to Buffalo, and then Pittsburgh will go back for round 3 with the Ravens. So they'll have that to really settle their differences there. Playoff matchup between probably 2 of the league's most bitter rivals. I mean, those 2 teams hate each other. We are still waiting on this review to come back. Michael Burton, they called him short originally. Sean Payton challenged. And we'll see what comes of that challenge. We have cut back to the broadcast. So we will find out here in just a minute whether or not Michael Burton scored. Did Michael Burton score a touchdown? Get out of here, sponsors, and tell me. Did Michael Burton score that touchdown? Still nothing yet. They said it stood. They said ruling on the field stood. Wild. Here we go, I form. Strong formation here for Denver. And it'll be a handoff to Estime, and Estime will score. 37-0 running behind Burton. So that'll put Denver up by even more. I don't know, guys. Do you think the Chiefs can still come back? 37, potentially 38-0 here in a second. Do you think the Chiefs can come back? Well, you know what? Well, for memes, we'll make a poll. I'll make a poll for memes. Oh, wrong keyboard. All right, you guys let me know in the poll. Can the Chiefs come back from 38-0? Well, you let me know. Let me know. Can the Chiefs come back from 38-0? I don't know, guys. I think they can. I think they can. We got 9:40 to go in this game. 9:40 to go. And the playoff picture is just about set. Chargers are going to take the 5. Steelers are going to fall to 6. And then if Denver had a tiebreaker over them, they'd be going to play Baltimore, which really I don't know which is scarier because we haven't played Buffalo this year at all. We played them well last year. Obviously came away with the win in Buffalo, but these will be this group's first playoff game. This will be this group's first playoff game. Which is crazy to think about, but it's good to see that the culture is changing. That the winning is starting to happen, even if we gotta, bite our fingernails about getting into the postseason. You always want the chance. Even if we're gonna get shellacked in Buffalo. They're singing We Will Rock You in Denver. Here we go. It appears the Chiefs might have a different quarterback in. Number 19 for him. He's going to hand it off to Carson Steele. And that will be a very small gain for him. Chris Oladokun. Chris Oladokun, number 19 for Kansas City. Oladokin will get these final 9 minutes of action here to maybe put some good tape on. It's gonna empty it out here, 2nd and 6. Empty set for Oladokin. Takes a snap, drops back. He's gonna scramble up, gets dragged down. There was a fumble, but a Chief will fall on it. And who tackled him on that one? Looked like big number 94 was able to get on him. Oladokin, 11-4 as a starter with South Dakota State. Seems like a pretty solid quarterback. There was a loss of 5 on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for Kansas City, and Oladokin now. Running back to his left, it is a 3-receiver set on the left side. Takes a snap, it's low, and the play gets blown dead. There's a flag. That will likely be a false start on Kansas City. No! Timeout on Kansas City, so I'll stop the clock there. 8:11 to go in the 4th, which basically just means 8 minutes until Denver is officially locked into the playoffs, and we make the Bengals really sad. We make the Bengals fans really sad. Listen here, Bengals fans, you might have won the battle, but you sure as hell did not win the war. Y'all sure as hell did not win the war. Granted, you guys would have been a lot more fun to watch in the playoffs, probably. But you lost the war. You won the battle, you lost the war. It's going to be a shotgun set here for Oladokin. Running back to his left, it's a 2-by-1 set. Drops back to throw and immediately rolls to his left. Pressure was trying to crash in on him. Dancing around now in the backfield here. Trying to direct traffic, and now he's just going to scramble, and he will get sent out of bounds after what looks like a gain of 5. Did about the most running for a gain of 5 I have seen a quarterback do in a long time. And that'll set up 4th and 6, and we will see the Chiefs punt this one away. Broncos have the chance to just run the rest of this clock down and get to the goddamn postseason. We can start looking forward to it. Broncos are 7.5 minutes away from the playoffs. Ariza on the punt. There is the snap, and he'll get it away. Pulled it a little to his left, and that will fall to Marvin Mims, who will take the fair catch at the 15-yard line. We are 7 minutes and 15 seconds from the breaking of the longest post-Super Bowl playoff drought. Excuse me, by the way. Hiccup or a burp or something. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I still think the Chiefs might have a chance. Okay, I'll kill the ball. Enough memeing. I'll kill the ball. But still, guys, I don't know. Maybe we should be careful. I'm just messing around. 38-0. Denver does get the ball back. It is fair caught by Mims at the 15. Folks, this is a monumental moment. This is the first time Here is what this means to me. I was 11 the last time the Broncos went to the playoffs. I might not have even been no, I was 11. I was 11 the last time the Broncos went to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl. I am 20 now. This will be the first time that I have really gotten to see these guys compete. Because, I remember the Broncos playoff run. You don't forget that. But, after just this long of watching bad football, and if this is what 9 years of bad football feels like, then I don't know what to, it's, I definitely, empathize a lot better now with fans of bad teams. These 9 years have been a learning experience for me. Because being loyal, and I always got told, like, hey, you can switch teams, and I'm like, no, I gotta stick it out. And I mean, if anyone has seen my my Broncos jersey collection, you'll see that I just have some weird, obscure jerseys. Like, I got a Case Keenum jersey, I had a Russ jersey, I had a couple Elway jerseys, and then I got like Jerry Jeudy. Who else? I got some other weird ones. I can't name them all off the top of my head. Noah Fant, Drew Lock. Jarrett Stidham will start taking snaps for Denver. Bo Nix's day is done. From the single back set, it'll be a handoff to Audric Estime, who will carry a few guys forward for a gain of about 7. Broncos just trying to kill some clock. Bo Nix will get the rest of the day off. 89.7% completion percentage, and that will set the highest single game completion rate in Broncos history. Single game. That is incredible. Clock drops under 7. From an I form, Stidham will be taking this one. Strong eye set to the right side. Stidham, it'll be another handoff. And back will fall forward for about a yard. That will also be Audric Estime. Looks like Estime getting the majority of the work here to close this thing out. So Stidham going to try get this first down and just help Denver close the rest of this thing out. It's all right, doing my best still. Stidham will take this from under center. Gonna motion Troy Franklin over to the left side. Stidham, it'll be another handoff up the gut to Estime, who breaks a tackle and lunges forward for a first down. Broncos extend their drive. Under 6 to go, 5:40 on the clock. And they'll be able to run this almost under 5 minutes just on this play right here. Broncos offense definitely in a chuklock mode right now. And man, what a great game by these guys. We might have this game over before 5 p.m. or around 5 p.m. That's wild for a 2:30 game. Stidham with the snap, and he will just hand it off once again to Estime. Estime going to fight forward for about 2. Broncos just trying to rail some clock off. Under 5 minutes to go of game clock in this one, and the chance that we see a timeout on either side is so unlikely. Hey, 15 likes on the video. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Here we go. Stidham going to take this from a strong eye. Clock to 4.5 minutes to go. 2nd and 8. Stidham will take it. It'll be a handoff to the right side. Estime hanging on to the ball with both hands. Spun out of a tackle before he gets wrapped up into a bear hug. And that'll gain about 1. Set up a 3rd and 5. That was a 2nd and 8, NFL. That did not look like 3 yards, but if they're going to call it 3rd and 5, then so be it. That looks like a 3rd and 7 at best, but 17. I look away for 2 seconds. Oh, you guys. Here we go. It is 3rd and 5. Stidham with a strong eye formation. It's going to be a play action. Stiddy going to scramble forward, and he gets the first down. Jarrett Stidham will keep the clock rolling. 3.5 to go before Denver is going to the playoffs. Jarrett Stidham scrambles forward off of a play-action boot, was looking for a guy to complete that ball to and could not find it. So he says, screw it, I'll do it myself. Needed 5, and it looked like he got about 7. Clock will run under 3 minutes on this play. Broncos just trying to get to the damn playoffs. Another handoff to the right side for Estime. And he will get dropped after a gain of maybe half a yard. If that. It'll be 2nd and 9. Denver will run one more play before the 2-minute warning. And folks, we're going to be here for a playoff game on Crushing It. And I am so goddamn excited for this. We survive another week. I sat here for Stidham. Going to motion Atkins over a little further into the formation. Toss out to Estime to the left side. Estime going to rumble forward for about a gain of 5 or 6. Set up a 3rd and very manageable for him. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, and that will get us to the 2-minute warning. Folks, it's almost playoff time. Come on. Come on, Broncos fans. Give me some playoffs in chat, bro. Give me some playoffs in chat. We are almost there. We are 2 minutes removed from going to the playoffs. From it being official. Come on, Broncos fans. Give me some playoffs in the chat. Give it to me. We are almost there. All that's left to do is milk the clock. All that's left to do is formalities. All that's left to do is formalities. Broncos with a 38-point lead and 2 minutes to go. Yeah, and like I said, the NFL odds are updating live. And Denver's clinched. I mean, Denver has clinched. These odds have been updating live today. Denver currently sits at over 99%. The Bengals less than 1. Dolphins less than 1. Playoffs! Playoffs! We're going to the goddamn playoffs, boys. Look out, you tree. Broncos gone to the Super Bowl. I believe that we're gone to the Super Bowl. We got it. We're going to the mother fire trucking playoffs, boys. We're going to the goddamn playoffs. Are you happy, Perna? Oh, man. Broncos country, we are going. We're going to the dance. And you know we'll be live next week whenever we play these games. You know we'll be live right here on Crushing It. All that's left to do is figure out when we're playing, and I'll have a stream time for you whenever we're supposed to play Buffalo. And we're just going to kneel this one down, give the Chiefs maybe a sympathy piss drive or some shit. Come on, say it. Chat, say it louder for those in the back. Broncos are going to the playoffs, baby. For the first time in 2015, we are going to the goddamn playoffs. Oh my God. Oh man. Feels like a late Christmas present. Feels like a very late Christmas present. Denver knelt it on 3rd and 5. Knelt it on 3rd and 5. Ran the clock down as much as they could. So that'll be KC ball on the 4th and 11. Playoffs, Micro Zero. Yes, sir. Playoffs. Sir, ma'am, gender fluid. Now I just say sir. Here we go with the punt. James Myers, yes, sir. And Dixon will pin the Chiefs inside of the 15, or at the 15. We're going to get one final drive. 1:06 to go on the clock. And then the Broncos will be the AFC 7 seed. Folks, it's time to celebrate, man. Like, we're going to the playoffs. We did it. We did the thing. So here we go. From the gun, it'll be a handoff to Carson Steele running left, and he will get absolutely nowhere. Broncos defense are clamping down on things. And the clock is going to run under 50 seconds here, 30 on the play clock. Broncos are celebrating on the sideline. Hugs are being given out. Kroll and Adkins are sharing a hug. I think all the Broncos backups are on the field. Man, this feels so good. This feels so good. Another gun set here for number 19. I can't remember his name. Gonna motion number 88 over. This will be the last play of the game, barring an incompletion. It's a handoff to Steele to the right side. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Broncos country, for the first time since 2015, we are officially going to the NFL playoffs. Bask in it. Bask in it. You are better than 9 other teams in the conference. But we're going to the playoffs and they're not. Bengals? Sorry. Sorry, Cincy. Sorry. You won the battle, but you lost the war. Was it worth it? You get your hearts broken a week later. Oh, man. We're going to the playoffs. Congrats. Thank you, Luke. 1234, 1234, however you wanted me to say that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I can't believe it. We'll have a proper post game up here in just a minute, so stick around for that. I got a couple of the dogs that are whining at me, so I will be just a second. I got one that likes to take a minute outside, but we'll do a proper post game show. And yeah, we're going to the playoffs, man. So stick around for just a minute. I'll have a proper post game going in just a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, stick around. We'll have a post game in a sec. right, that took a little longer than I wanted it to. What's up? What's up to everyone? Still sticking around for this little post-game show. We might go edit the title real quick. Actually, might edit the title. Dogs, there were 2 of them. I had to let 2 of them out. We had a Chloe and a Bagel that I had to let out. Guys, we did it. We did the thing. We are going to the goddamn playoffs, and we'll be playing in Buffalo. Okay, yeah, I probably really need to edit stream title real quick if it'll let me here. There's usually an edit button somewhere on here. Maybe it's not going to let me mess with it. All right, whatever. Broncos made the playoffs. So, yeah, I haven't really done a post-game show like this. So welcome to the Crushin post-game show. We're doing a proper post-game for the first time. Like the stream for the Broncos going to the playoffs. And man, it feels good. It feels good. It feels even better that I got to call it live. That makes it all the more special to me, man. And hopefully there is a lot more like this. Hopefully we have more seasons like this as I keep building up a community here that I get to announce to a live audience that we are going to the goddamn playoffs. We made it. We did the thing. It got sketchy for a couple of weeks, but we did it. Final statistics from the game. All right. Oh, man, I might sneeze. Final stats from the game. Let me tell you. Bo Nix, lights out. Did what he was supposed to against bad teams. I might do a new stream, actually. We might do a new stream here for the post game. It'll probably take about 5 minutes to get a new one set up. So, yeah, we're going to do a new stream. So thank you guys all for watching. Stick around for the post-game stream. Just linger around the channel. I'll have that up at about 5:20. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. You guys were all awesome. We'll have the post-game stream up proper here in just a minute. And with that being said, see you then. 39 hours of watch time.